The other day, my mom and I had gone to the mall to pick up some food. Now, that day, it was kind of rainy, but it wasn't rainy enough to have to wear like a rain jacket or bring an umbrella. So I thought to myself, it'll be fine, I'll wear my Crocs, I'll wear my shorts, I won't wear a raincoat, it'll be good. But almost as soon as we hit the road on the way to the mall, it started pouring. And I'm not talking raining hard, I mean pouring. I was driving and I could barely see. I was kind of just like, hoping there wasn't a car in front of me. But we made it to the mall and we said, okay, we're gonna wait it out. And then we checked the weather app and realized that it was gonna be raining that hard for about 56 more minutes. Give or take, it's such a specific number. So we decided to not wait that extra hour to get a burger and fries, but to instead to run through the rain. And as we ran from our car to the burger place, I realized there are very, very few things in life that unite people as much as running through the rain does. I don't know if you've ever experienced having to run through rain like that, but at least where I am, it's not very common. So when it does happen, it's kind of crazy. Hey guys, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's actually a storm brewing again. It just thundered. There's my dog's barking, and I'm not talking about my feet. See that wind? It's crazy out there. Stay safe, y'all. There we go. It started pouring. Actually, not yet. You can see the raindrops right here. I don't know if you can see it actually, but there's rain coming down. The house might be coming down too. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. Look at that. You can see the raindrops. I mean, not the raindrops. You can see all right, you know what I mean. Stay safe out there, y'all. I don't know if you've ever experienced having to run through rain like that, but at least where I am, it's not very common. So when it does happen, it's kind of crazy. So then when you run through the rain, especially if you're with someone, it's like, what the hell is going on? Oh my God, this rain's really coming down. And then after you get to the place, you and your friends or whoever you're with can be like, oh wow, that rain was really coming down. That rain really got us. And you can kind of like almost complain about it, like, oh gosh, now my shirt's all wet. But deep down, you know you had a little bit of fun. I mean, I might be assuming there. I could be totally assuming actually, but that's at least what it feels like for me, Like I want to complain about my socks being wet because I don't like when my socks are wet. But I would rather run through the rain and have fun than not have wet socks, But on top of that, then you get the people that also run to the same place as you, and they're also sopping wet, and it's like, hey, you forgot an umbrella too? And they're like, yeah, I forgot an umbrella, and it's like a little bit of a bond. Now, that being said, the rain does also bring some bad things, It does soak your clothes. It does make getting places harder. It also causes floods, and floods typically don't result in good things. But in this narrow, one moment of running through the rain and seeing other people running through the rain, you're kind of connected. And I think that's kind of interesting, that's not something you experience much. And it's a much different thing than like social media, because yeah, we're all on social media, but we're not connected by social media in the same way. But I don't know, I actually don't know how much I can even talk about this because I feel like I covered everything, but you know what? I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going and get to like the 6-minute mark. Now, I don't really know what it is, but I've always felt like the rain is just a really nice time. Like when it's raining, when it's pouring, dare I say that, when that old man is snoring. There's something just so calming about being inside somewhere when it's raining. Now this is a little bit separate from running through the rain. Actually, it's the total opposite. When you're running through the rain, that's a different type of enjoyment of the rain than when you're inside looking at the rain. Because when you're running through the rain, that kind of connects you with everyone around you, because you can all, be like, whoa, that rain was crazy, right? But when you're inside, you can still say the rain's crazy, but it's more separating, or it's more isolating. But not necessarily in a bad way, right? Being by yourself doesn't necessarily mean you're lonely. I've just always liked when it rains like that, when you can look outside, or maybe sit outside if you have like an overhang or something, and just watch the rain. You can see there's really nothing that goes on. But if you look really close, maybe you can see some bugs or some birds getting around or doing something. But for the most part, everything becomes still. Unless you happen to be at the mall trying to get a burger, then there's a ton of people running around, okay? Just go with it, okay? Everything is still. And I think, and at least where I'm from, I know in Florida, this is very different. I'm not in Florida, I'm in New York. In Florida, when it rains, it pours. I think that's where the expression comes from. Don't fact check me on that, I might have made that up. So I don't know if any Floridians out there or anyone who experiences rain patterns like that can relate, but when it really rains for like a solid amount of time, it's weird. It's weird and it's not something you experience a lot. And I'm not even talking about a day where it rains for a little bit and then the sun comes out and everything's kind of soggy. I don't love those days. I'm talking about just a solid, run-of-the-mill,
rainy day. It's just something that I thought was rather interesting. Guys, that's all I've got to say for today. Was this a good, interesting video? I don't know. But if you did enjoy, please subscribe. Please leave a comment, leave a like, anything. Go check out The Nothing Show, which will be in the link in the description. Or you can subscribe to this channel right here, or check out The Nothing Show, my main channel's newest video, right there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Try to enjoy your next rainy day.